Yo, what is up, YouTube and everybody else? Let's see. Well, before I just forget to talk to you all and just be somebody who is doing zero content at all, I will start recording and talking to you. So, I just want to introduce myself because I haven't done this at all, and I want to say a little bit about what I'm doing. I'm inspired by Reckless Ben and everything that he's doing to help people and call out shady businesses and stuff. So I'm inspired by sovereign citizens, not like the taboo, but like the law, the Constitution, and what's his name, one stupid fuck. I like that guy. And I just decided to do my own thing. He really fired me up about litigating. So, I started litigating and I started just passionately talking about improving stuff. And I caught the attention of the local state police. And they basically just came to my family's house. I lived with my parents. I loved them so much. And my parents didn't understand my spirituality and this need to be part of the world and this need to be part of organizations helping the world and increasing the standards of care for everybody. So I got involved by just standing up and having a passionate protest at my own home, basically. And my parents just don't have any idea what I'm talking about, shadow work or any of this stuff. And I did all of this seeking and learning with the hippies in Mount Shasta and Sedona. And a long story short, y'all don't know maybe about all that, but shadow work and yeah, the right to protest the situation. And so what happened is the state police came over and they just started being like, yo, stop causing problems for us. We're tired of coming out here. If you keep this up, like they couldn't figure out anything really that was going wrong, yet the 911 kept getting called. And so they would come out and there's me just like, yeah, what? I'm doing my law, I'm doing my practice. I am doing it. So doing the first, most basic of the Constitution is the right to assemble and pursue happiness. So if assembling and pursuing happiness is a peaceful protest that is causing other people to be upset and feel like they can't go on with their lives and it's disrupting them, well, that would be the whole point of a protest. And it's not a good protest if it doesn't disrupt something. And it's not a good protest if it disrupts something that everybody is used to being able to handle. Like going out and protesting in the streets, it doesn't really do anything because they can just ignore you. It's not a protest if you're not blocking and disrupting something. So that's what I did. And I'm kind of like Gordon Freeman, pushing the cart into the resonance cascade and just nobody knows what's going on. Everything's blowing up. The cops come over and they just are completely stupid. Like they don't know how to deal with spirituality. And I'm in Philadelphia. I'm not in Mount Shasta. So this is a most tightly controlled. Everything's illegal. They don't want spirituality. They don't want protest. They don't want freedom fighters doing anything. all those types have been gotten rid of. And so because they'll get you if you're even a little bit vexatious or vengeful or aggressive. So wow, I really just put them in a situation where they attacked me and aggressed on me, and I hadn't really done anything wrong. And the things that I was doing were private with my family, and I never expected my family to just lose it and call the cops. They have no idea what they're doing. They resent and regret what they're doing to me, and yet it's all happening. And I did some jail and got bailed, and I got this court that is saying basically I attacked the dude, and really the dude, my stepdad, first aggressed on me, and we had a little tussle. Yeah, nothing with the intention to harm anybody, but like, yeah, if you want to tussle with me a little bit, let's tussle. That's private business. If somebody wants to fight me and we say, okay, let's fight, that's a contract. So I'm not guilty of anything, but yet they are assuming that I am a psycho who is aggressing for no reason. And I have very spiritual reasons for why I was upset with the conditions and the lack of support in these very spiritual callings. And yeah, it wasn't the best way to go about things. Like, get a job, join some churches, join some organizations would be great. Yeah, but I'm just somebody who is going in there with a hammer and hitting that Liberty Bell and causing some reverberations here and some resonation. So what did I do? Nothing but my personal practice of therapy and my personal private sessions with people that involve shadow work, mirroring. I do shadow work. And that means if you want to have negative, nasty time with me, I'll go there with you. I'll do it with you. And that's private. That's not for the cops to dissect and dismantle or know about. So that's when I've been getting into private trust and my private practice and all these cool legal terms that protect you when you're doing something you believe in. So believing in myself, doing nothing wrong in the privacy of my own home, and having that privacy revoked by the people I was trying to help expand their minds, then I have to sue everybody. I have to sue the state police. And I was prepared for this, and I've been studying the law, and something in me just was like still just smoking weed and not doing it. And now I'm just having a rebirth, and I'm doing everything that I didn't do for like decades. And so that means that I'm not suing all these organizations and courts because I'm an asshole. I'm suing them because they suck, and these cops suck, and they're bad people. They don't know what to do. They are very much don't realize what the Constitution is about and how they commit crimes when they come to somebody's property and lay hands on you and kidnap you for these most minor offenses, these minor little tussles and scuffles and rolling in the grass. And they destroy families, and they make money off of people. And James Baldwin said that the victim who's able to articulate the situation of the victim ceases to be a victim. He or she becomes a threat. So once you can explain and figure out that what they're doing is criminal, it's more criminal for a police officer to lay hands on you and attack you and kidnap you under the color of law. It's called deprivation of rights under color of law. When they take you before you've been proven guilty or anything, just, we are gonna do something to you. Their very words. The whole thing is on body cam. We're gonna get that footage, and I'm going full on reckless Ben on you guys and just dropping this whole story, and at the same time working on myself as I do it, so I can provide more knowledge and wisdom to the population, you guys, through sharing my story, because it's really not about what I'm saying right now. It's about what I'm doing. And I am filing lawsuits and going to the library and studying and living out of my car and hanging out in parks like this, a beautiful lake. And yeah, couldn't be better, really. And we're gonna make some money, and we're gonna put all that money back into the community and to fix these organizations. So I just have to say that these lawsuits are not about, oh, we're gonna get some money, we're gonna get them, we're gonna put them in jail. No, it's really like, these organizations should be better by now. They shouldn't be doing this. And it's very much against the Constitution and against the law. When a cop commits kidnapping, when a cop arrests you in handcuffs, that is slavery. That is kidnap. And they know this, and they have their egos twisted up and stuff, and they do stuff vengefully, aggressively, and they intimidate you. And these are serious crimes, like deprivation of rights under color of law comes with a 25-year to life sentence, and sometimes the death penalty. The reason why they take that so seriously is because a police officer is supposed to be a tool of the Constitution, is supposed to study and know the Constitution forward and back, so that they don't do stuff personally with their egos attached. So I don't know if I just got involved in the most corrupt place under the closest guard of the devil themselves, but this is it. This is what's going on. And some of my lawsuits are going to come back and they say I didn't do this thing or that step, and I am filing them right back in there. And we are going to press federal charges against this cop and try to get this cop put in federal prison for 25 years if I can, because to show an example, I'm not like a bad person. I'm not like, I don't want to like ruin someone's life, but if nobody is going to understand what the Constitution is about and the world is going to get this stupid, well, then maybe a cop's life needs to get destroyed before the rest of them realize that they just cannot do that. It's completely way more illegal than yelling or disturbing the peace or having a little wrestling match in your backyard with your stepdad. So that's what I did. I kind of like drew them out of their hiding. I kind of tried to draw the snake out of this den here. And as soon as they messed up, we're smacking them with the federal lawsuits. We're smacking them with federal criminal complaints. We're smacking them with civil complaints and criminal complaints at every level of court. I'm not just doing this and then going back to sleep. We're starting something. This is beginning now. We're starting something, and we're not going to stop until it's done. And anywhere they put me, it's just going to blow up from the inside, because I've been in jail and I taught people their rights in jail until it was practically a revolution, and they had to get me out of there before the jails implode on themselves. So that's who I am. I'm Gordon Freeman. Put me anywhere and I'm that guy. Give me a crowbar and an orange jumpsuit, because we are doing everything here. So that's my story, and we'll keep giving you updates. And thank you for listening to this nice long message, and I hope you have a great day.